Hello and welcome to another episode of SDS. Now you're probably seeing a not so familiar face, or you're hearing a not so familiar voice. Sharky's out today, he's ill, so he's decided to give me the reins to host today. CBK. It's a promotion today. It's a promotion today.
It's a promotion.
I went from behind the camera to host.
Yeah, this is what happens, man. This is a big promotion, you know, I'll be honest.
Man,
I'm hating around me, but it's crazy world we live in. But today, I want to first introduce the guests. Next to me, we got Triple F. Faisal, nearly drowned the other day. Now you're awake here.
I'm back, man. I'm
You
alive.
nearly drowned as well.
Huh?
You nearly drowned as well.
No, but I was calm and composed. You weren't calm and composed.
Nah, you both of you.
This guy is a bit acid as well. Didn't even let me on the jet ski.
Panicking. Oh my.
Stars, was I panicking?
He was panicking, my bro.
He was very composed.
Thank you.
Not to me. They didn't like that to me, man.
Yeah,
They
but
like
not
you,
very
were,
close.
you two.
You chill out.
Yeah.
Faisal straight on his back.
Yeah,
Look, get out of the water. He's just straight on his back.
Today we could have had just two guests, wallah.
Yep.
Generally
Well, it's
speaking.
not- I had to pull up.
Sharky nearly lost half his SDS cast
I
today.
can't lie, bro. Tell me the Iraqis I can swim. No Iraqis can swim out there, bro.
Bro, you're telling me you've never even been in a swimming pool? Come on, man.
Never touched water.
I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. I know he's capping.
Wallahi, bro.
All right. Let's get back in the video. Let's get back in the video.
That's cat.
Let's get back in the video. All right. Next up, I got Liban.
Help me.
Next up, we got Liban.
Wallah.
Liban, man. Give us a little shout out to the message, man.
Help me. Save me.
And then we got star player.
Hello, guys. Been a
All
while.
right. It has been a while, man.
Even though usually like on the podcast, like week on, week off kind of thing, but this has been like 3 days, but it's been
Generally, yeah. The last one has
been a
me,
while
and
for
Andy.
me.
And Andy, yeah. But-
Big Bandy as well. Nice debut that he made.
Yeah, Andy made a really good debut. He got the right prediction in terms of the game. He said it was going to be a comfortable win for Argentina. We all said, don't know about that. And even for France, he had it. But I think you were the closest. Were you?
For France, yeah.
Something like that. I think you had the only one that I didn't have Morocco scoring. But anyway, let's get into this video. If you do like the content and if you are liking what we're doing over here in Qatar, please like the video. Please comment as well, because we really do read the comments, and we also see the like button, so we also know if you're liking the comments, liking the content or not. So, World Cup final is on Sunday. Argentina versus France, man. Let's be fair. I'm very glad this is the final, because if I saw Croatia, Morocco, I would have been on that first flight back to London, guys.
Nah, if it was Croatia, France, I would have been back. So I would have minded a Croatia Morocco final, to be honest with you. I would have minded.
What about you, Stars?
Nah, either way, I was only wanting France and
Yeah.
it's Argentina. I'll be real, regardless of the situation. Like storylines, fairy tales, like it's ain't Disney.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
want that.
Exactly, man.
We don't want that.
But
so
we're going to do a combined 11 today of Argentina and France players. I think, do you know when you think of the combined 11, you kind of think it might be a little bit straightforward, isn't it? I mean, let's start off with the goalkeeper first. It's a combined 11 of Argentina and France, of all the players that are in the World Cup squads at the moment. You can't pick players that are outside that haven't been called up to the World Cup squad. So don't try and put Benzema in there, because I swear this guy's not there.
Technically.
Is he technically in the squad?
he's going to be there in the final. But regarding this, is this to do with the World Cup at the moment, or just purely on
This is purely
base and everything like?
the way I would want to do it is purely on this World Cup. I think
cool.
that's the fairest way to do it.
Okay, cool.
We've seen those guys through the group stages, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals. So it makes sense to assess their performance through that. So
fair.
let's start off with goal. Well, we got between Emi Martinez and Hugo Lloris. What's that? Well, Faisal, what are you going with first?
I think honestly, I think I might go with Lloris on this one. Yes, Emi has of course saved the penalties against Holland, and he did well. He did well the other game as well against Croatia. But I feel like Lloris has stepped up, clutch. The game against England, made some crucial saves. The game against Morocco, like we watched it. He made some very good saves to the bicycle kick inside the penalty half. I think, and his leadership skills as well. It's been shown. So I'll go on this one. I'll go Lloris. I feel like Lloris has been very consistent in this World Cup, but no one's given him his flowers. So I'll go Lloris.
No, that's pretty interesting. What about you, Liban? Where are you going? You got the Argentina flag on your knees?
I'll go with Lloris as well.
Fairs.
I think Lloris, like Faisal said, he's been consistent in this tournament, and he's pulled off some crazy saves. I feel like he highlighted as well, he hasn't really been getting praised as much. I mean, Emi Martinez, his importance to Argentina, you can see it clearly, like how much he's changed that team and how much of a difference. You can see how much Messi appreciates him. You know, I feel like since Emi Martinez come into the team, it's sort of transformed that Argentina side. He's made some crucial saves in shootouts. You know, that Copa America, obviously they wouldn't have been able to win it without him. And then also in this World Cup, in the penalty shootout with Netherlands, he pulled on some good saves. Yeah. Even in the games, he's pulled on some decent saves as well. So, but for me, Lloris, in terms of consistency and his importance and his leadership, for me, it's easy Lloris, isn't it?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Stars, you giving a clean sweep for Lloris?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Like for Lloris, as this guy said, everyone thought he was. I don't want to say the word washed. Like he was decent, but this World Cup, he just stepped up to be the Lloris that everyone knows. Like I said, I think I don't know. He must have had like 8+ saves against England.
Yeah,
and also with France, like especially with Lloris, like they don't really need to go that penalty route. The way obviously Argentina and Martinez use such a good penalty stopper, and the way his mind games is like, you don't really need to. You don't really see them not go into penalties often. Like whenever I watch Argentina, even Copa America, whatever, it's like they always score early, sit, and then wait for penalties to come, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like Croatia, they actually like blew them out of the water, kind of thing. Like they were so good. But with France, it's like they'll hold on to it. Like, like if it's a 1-0 or a 2-1, regardless of how much pressure like Morocco did, they'll stand firm. Whether it's the defense, whether especially Lloris. So I can't fault Lloris. But
No, that's fair
Evan
enough.
Martinez, it was a tough decision.
That's fair enough. I think if you're basing it just on this World Cup, then I think Lloris it was the better goalkeeper. I think if you look at overall the better goalkeeper, I would have gone with Emi.
no,
In terms of if you're talking about everything, you wouldn't take Emi overall. No, you're not a big fan of Emi. I mean,
no, I'm just saying, a big fan of Emi. I wouldn't take Emi over Lloris. I just think
I'm not talking about this World Cup performance.
Yeah,
I'm just
just
talking
in
about general.
general,
Oh, you still
no,
want to
I
take him?
still want to take him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're bugging, man. No
Nah,
way.
man, that guy's my top 10 best Premier League players, and I still stand by that one. Okay,
Emi Martinez.
Outside
bugging,
the
man.
top 6.
It's the reason why you're behind the camera.
outside the top 6, correct?
There's a reason why you're behind the camera.
Yeah, fairs.
That's the reason you're behind the camera.
You said that.
Emi Martinez. Yeah, that's what I said.
Fairs, man. I
Emi
clock,
Martinez
man.
is your best.
Clock,
top
when
10.
when a new guy comes hosting, man, everyone starts coming at man. I'll be honest,
You gotta be prepared to take the heat.
bruh. If I can't take the heat, I gotta get out the kitchen, man.
Exactly.
It's fairs.
Exactly,
Okay,
man.
cool.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
behind the camera, man. Check it.
All right, Mr. Left back. We're gonna start with you then. Left back, yeah.
cool. Left
Acuna, Marcus Acuna, or Theo Hernandez.
Theo.
Okay, cool. Is that your?
Hey, listen, you don't need to do that. Yeah, chill out. You don't need to do what I do.
Liban's on to me today.
Don't try to follow my lead.
You know, me
yeah?
and Liban have been best friends during this whole trip, yeah?
No, we have
holding
not.
hands, everything,
We have
arms
not been
in
the
link.
best friends.
But now
Yeah.
on the carry, he wants to sit up in front of
I
me.
hate your humour.
He loves my humour. Look,
Yeah.
You know, you told me the other day, I actually love you, Steve. And I was like, affairs, man. I don't really like you to stuff, but affairs.
Lie to the camera, calm, man.
It's calm,
Crazy.
man.
Just
Okay.
lie to people. Like, you've been telling lies. As well.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Am I lying?
Just making stuff up now, yeah?
Affairs. Okay, calm.
Crazy.
Maybe I'm lying.
Crazy,
Maybe I'm not, though. Stars, who you going?
Crazy,
Theo
crazy.
or Marcus Acuna, man?
Theo Hernandez. Since Lucas Hernandez been down, obviously he started the whole tour. Like he started since. Whereas with Argentina, they like to rotate the Acuñas and the Tagliaficos. They're both done great.
Tagliafico did very well
against Croatia. He was really good. Like whenever they do both come on, it's like they'll play it. Like even if Acuna starts 60th, 70th minute, Tagliafico will come on, and then vice versa. If that makes sense. So
I don't think Acunia's that good,
Argentina's,
you know.
huh?
I don't think Acunia's that good. I think he does the job. I think he does the job and he does what he needs to do. He works hard, but I don't think as a player he's that good.
I mean,
I'm not looking at it as Acuna from Sevilla. I'm looking at it as Argentina. Like I think they've rotated the left backs very well. Like you can tell they both can't sustain 90 minutes of football. But the fact that Scaloni's kept it fresh and rotated them every game, even when we go back to right backs, it'll be similar. But definitely, like Theo Hernandez, since the moment his brother went down, he stepped up and he's shown club level and France, like country level, that he's been on top kind of thing.
What do you think, Faisal? Liban's doesn't think Acunia's that good. I know you watch La Liga a little bit. I know we're not basing it off of La Liga, but generally, do you think he's a decent left back?
I think it's all right. It's not the best. I agree with him. He's not like the
He's a left winger who's
he's
transformed
not
to a
the
left
best.
back.
He's a good system player to have. He's a good team player, utility player to have. But I feel like this is an easy sweep. I think Theo's.
Theo's been class this week. Yeah.
Scored a goal.
I think the only person that's really given him a headache is Saka. This is just tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Second half,
Second half. It's more second half.
Even last game against Morocco, they went towards his flank because he's the weakest of the all defenders defensively. But I think he did well. His partnership with Mbappe is elite.
Scary left hand
Scored
side.
as well.
When you got, I mean, his goal going in was set the tone of the whole game. Like, everyone kind of knew it was like, okay, France is gonna go on and win this
Me
game.
and Faze was watching it together, and sorry, Morocco fans, that I know we've got a lot of Morocco supporters, but we thought the way the result went, it was. I definitely thought it would be maybe a bit more worse. That makes sense.
So it was a very straightforward.
At the moment, I saw one.
I mean, Liban was in the stadium when you watched this, so you got a different perspective there.
I don't know, in the stadium, but I don't know, maybe because we were there. Obviously, the atmosphere, the Moroccan fans were going crazy, so maybe we were slightly swayed. You know, obviously, when every time Morocco had a chance, they'll make a lot of noise.
No, but this is why I looked at it.
Like,
this is why I looked at it as. Yeah, say for example, this is before the game kicked off. So I thought it would be like a 3-0 boppage kind of thing. Yeah. It wasn't a boppage, you're right. But then again, majority of France's chances were so early. Like Giroud had like 3 or 4 clear-cut chances where you looked at it and go, on a normal day, it would have been 3-0, 16 minutes in, if we're gonna be real.
Yeah, but then also on another day, I can say also another day, because I feel like
Monaco had chances.
Morocco had a lot of chances.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I feel like on another day they could have scored.
But it's different though. It's different being up 3-0 and then they're chasing the game where they have to. Whereas this was like a 1-0 where Giroud should have put the game. If me and Faisal watched it, should have put the game to bed early on.
Yeah, 2 chances.
Just to give Morocco that hope to say, hey, there's no point. As you guys saw results, as soon as the decision making by Morocco by starting Saiss when he wasn't fit, I understand it because he's such an integral part of that club. He's the captain, whatever it is. It was the wrong move. Playing 5 at the back, you got to contain France the way FaZe wanted England to do. But the moment it went for, the moment obviously France scored early on, it was a scrappy goal as well. It wasn't like a good build-up play.
I still think there were moments in.
No, 100%.
I think there's moments in the game.
I was saying, let's get back to the combined 11. We would have done a round up that game, but I think everyone didn't want to do it. But Theo Hernandez definitely slots into our team. I think it just makes more of sense.
100%.
Now this one's a interesting one because there's been a lot of good centre backs for both Argentina and both France. You got Kanate if you wanted to pick him. You got Varane. You got Romero. You got Otamendi. If you wanted to bring someone off the bench, you could bring like Alessandro. Who would you guys go?
You forgot even.
Exactly. Who would you get? Even a Saliba if you wanted to slap him in, even though he hasn't played this tournament. But I like to put Arsenal players in there. But
never been a billion.
Let's start with you, Stars, okay? Because I don't think you've started first yet. If you had to pick 2 of those centre backs from either country, what would you pick?
The 2 best centre backs
for you personally?
Yeah. For me, it's Rafael Varane,
RV,
and Nicolas Otamendi.
Yeah,
I think those 2 being the best.
Exactly same 2. Yeah, it's Otamendi.
I agree.
Varane. But he needs to apologise.
He does.
You need to apologise.
He does. Champions League Varane.
Yeah, don't worry. You know who you need to apologise to.
Champions League Varane.
You need to apologise, brother. Yes. Look at the camera.
I'm not apologise to that brother, bro.
Apologise to my brother Raf.
Nope.
Raf is crazy. RV.
You giving the nicknames?
Yeah, man.
Apologise to RV, man.
My brother, man. Apologise.
No, you got to apologise to Cutie as well.
Nah, Cutie. I ain't apologise to no brother named Cutie, man. You know me.
I'm not calling no one Raf.
I ain't apologise to no brother named Cutie.
Nah.
All right, so where's the apology going to go? He wants you to apologise.
You know,
guys, in context,
he said he was so convinced before this tournament that Saliba was going to start ahead of Varane.
I didn't say it, no.
You were so convinced.
Here we go.
You were so
convinced. Is he misquoting you?
He's misquoting me.
No, that's not misquoting me. No.
When he farted at Stamford Bridge and everyone thought he'd done his knee, that's when I said, Saliba started.
You said, I wouldn't be surprised if Saliba starts ahead of Varane at this World Cup.
Was that before the injury or after the injury?
This is before the injury. The injury was him basically being excited about the fact that Saliba might start. But he said before the injury that he thinks that Saliba will start ahead of Varane.
I remember as well. I remember when Varane got injured, you didn't celebrate as well.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is before the injury itself, he genuinely thought.
Twisted. Facts.
Bro, he genuinely thought that Saliba was going to start ahead of World Cup winner Rafael, Champions League Varane. That's what he generally thought.
4-time Champions League winner.
4 times.
He generally thought that.
He didn't win one Champions League at his club.
Doesn't matter. I remember that. It doesn't matter if you won it with my club or not.
I see. You can't be screaming Champions League Varane if you didn't win it at your club.
Doesn't matter.
Say it to me, please. Say it.
Doesn't matter.
4-time Champions League.
Where's your boy though? Your boy's holding everyone's phones on the sideline. While everyone's playing, he's holding their phones and keys and their money and all their pocket change.
He's the guys that I beg you hold my phone while I kick ball.
That's fine. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, man.
So what? So what?
I bet you get me that water ball over there. Lucas ain't one. Yeah, I bet you get me that.
He's doing bench cams. He's doing my job. He's not doing bench cams.
You know what? I don't mind.
He's got the camera doing bench cams.
You know what? I don't mind. My guy, obviously, yeah, he's holding phones, whatever. This guy's hit damn it. He's getting hit.
Who's hitting damn limits? Who's that?
He's coming off the bench.
That's fine. That's okay. At least he's getting the minutes. My man's getting the minutes. Your brother picking up the cones. He's laying out the cones. He's giving out the water bottles. He said, yo, what we saying? You need a towel for that sweat, yeah? Alright, cool, I grabbed that.
Is the one putting GoPros up and all that stuff?
Yeah,
he's doing message job.
He's vlogging. He's
doing message job.
He's doing what SS will do. He's vlogging the trip.
Yeah, we might need to grab him for
What's the difference between me
SSC.
and Saliba? Nothing. Nothing
bro,
right now.
I
We're
know-
both in Qatar. We're both going to the games.
Both
You know what
playing
I
same
mean?
amount
We're
of
both
games.
vlogging it. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
it's calm.
You know
man.
the thing is, you
We're
know the
enjoying it.
difference
Wallah,
is.
it's a good trip.
It's a good trip,
Legacy
wallah.
trip.
It was a
You know the
legacy
difference
trip.
is?
Incredible country.
Steve, you know the difference
I hear
is?
it. I hear
What's
it.
your
Free
difference
holiday.
though?
But the
Go on.
difference is, Saliba's going to do that Rian Brewster picture when he's having a drink.
That's
Your
cool.
guy's going home.
That's fine.
I'll tell you that.
That's
He's
fine,
gonna
but
be
my guy,
sitting there,
look.
World Cup medal,
Yeah,
smiling.
but Varane's
Yeah, why he's getting a trim as well?
Why is he making it Martinez and Saliba?
not.
We're talking about Saliba.
It was
and
originally Varane, wasn't
It's
it?
Saliba. Why are you
Varane.
talking? Why are you
It was
talking about?
Varane,
Why
'cause
put Martinez
you
into
was
it?
asking me,
Why
give
you
me an
no,
apology.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you willing to give an apology to Varane?
I'm not, because I'll be real, yeah. Obviously, I clocked, okay, cool, Didier Deschamps, if we're going to be real, he wants that stability of it in terms of, regardless of what, there's no form when it comes to Didier Deschamps. And
I said that to you.
But
I
he's
said that to you
completely,
ages ago.
but he's completely right in terms of, yeah, like, if Magnan wasn't injured, obviously, the majority of the France or whatever, the world would have been like, yeah, Magnan starts based on form and
Form,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever
Form,
going
yeah,
last 2
of
years.
course,
You know what
yeah,
I'm talking about? But like you said, look, Lloris is a leader. He's got the most caps now and all that stuff. And
Shall be honest?
He's
Shush,
waffling.
man.
He's waffling.
So,
There you go, there you go.
whereas
Alright,
Varane-
that was the
Varane is
majority
different.
vote.
Varane's different. Varane's different.
All right, that was the majority vote. Everyone had their centre back partnerships in. So Faisal, you're watching a little rivalry. Over
Yeah,
there,
he was-
yeah.
he
There's no rivalry. There's no rivalry.
There's no rivalry.
He was going
Best
on about
defender
a
in the
joke for
Premier
about
League
20
hasn't
minutes.
started for his country. That's all it is, man.
I hear it,
That's all
though.
it is, man.
It's
what it
nice.
is.
It's heat. I like it.
It's
But
nice,
okay,
but
let's
just one thing to add to Varane,
go for it.
and I feel like it needs to be said. I feel like if Varane wins the World Cup,
Is it in the
conversation.
conversation?
I know
He's
I'm
got-
tired of you, brother. I'll be
If-
honest.
That conversation.
If somebody wins this, they're gonna be this. I
Like,
don't want to hear that.
Leeman's on everyone's neck today, you know.
Because I'm tired. I'm tired, brother. The amount of time this guy said there saying, if this Real Madrid player wins the World Cup, he's gonna be the best player in the history of. I don't want to hear that one, man. I don't want to hear that, bro. Just stop it.
okay,
Stop it. You've been jinxing
you-
everybody this whole
you
tournament. I don't
keep
want to
that-
hear
you
that.
keep that-
Modric, you
You've
drink
been
big drinks,
jinxing
Modric.
everyone. I don't want to hear that, bro.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna
Face
jinx my
Council, man.
man.
Face Council, bro.
Don't
Face
do that,
Council.
man.
What kind of energy? This guy, keep your energy to them two,
No,
bro.
I'm keeping the energy to you now. I dealt with him. I'll come to you now.
Shut the
He
hell
was
up,
saying to
man.
me about 20-minute
Shut
joke.
the hell up,
Yeah,
man.
Edit out, edit out, edit out.
That
So long.
That play's finished. That play's
so
finished.
long.
I'm on you now.
Shut the hell up.
You're the dessert.
Shut the hell up.
You're the
man.
dessert,
What are
baby.
you gonna finish off with? Just quickly finish off with your point.
Shut the hell up.
You're the dessert, baby.
Shut the hell up.
I'm finished the main course.
Quickly finish your point.
If
Go on.
Varane-
We'll get
if
to the
Varane
right
wins
backs.
it, he's got 2 World Cups,
Yeah.
4 Champions Leagues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to have a discussion where he belongs.
Okay.
I don't think he belongs top 5. Like, let's not let.
But top 5. What is it?
No,
Best centre backs of all time.
No, not top 5. We need to
Current
decide
generation.
where he belongs in that all-time rankings, because that's crazy.
All time,
And
what do you mean,
that will-
generation? or
all
talking about
time.
all time?
For me, I already said this. I think I might have said this already on the pod. For me, Varane is top 5 centre backs over the last 10 years. There's no debating that.
That's a fair
Since
shout.
2020, I say since 2010 till now, he's top 5 for me.
Okay.
20 years. So that for me, regardless of whether he wins the World Cup or not, he's already in my top 5. So it's like
In the last, hold on. In the last 10 years.
in
or
the
20
last 10, last 10. Let's say it's 2010. I would say you could go as far as back as when he joined Real Madrid up until now. For me, he's been top 5. And whether he's already a generation. He's already been generational talent. I think he could play in any era. He could have played in the
He completely agrees with you.
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to be taken seriously, not just last 10 years.
Forget that.
He needs to be taken seriously.
No, but what I'm saying to you, is forget even winning. He doesn't need to win this World Cup for that. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
It helps.
It helps, but he doesn't need to, because I feel like he's already there. For me personally.
All-time rankings, he's not there yet. With the World
No,
Cup,
all
it will
time
help.
is always going to be difficult because you got so many defenders.
That's-
But
You got
he's a
pre-
great.
pre-2000
He's a great.
defenders,
For me,
yeah.
he's
That's
a
what
great.
I'm saying.
That's all
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The moment he wins it, if he wins it, he needs to be taken serious. That's
Okay, but that's a debate.
what I wanna
That's a
add.
debate
That's
for
what-
another day.
that's what I wanna
We'll
add.
carry on with our combined 11.
Fair enough.
We'll carry on with our combined 11. We're gonna go to right backs now.
This guy's got some stinky attitude today, bro.
I'm on to everybody today, man. Let's go. Let's
Reminded
go.
me, well, reminded me of someone from yesterday as well, man. Wallah.
Yeah. You need to look a pussy. Yo. Damn.
All right, Argentina, right? He's gone. He's got Kunde. We got Kunde versus Molina.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, they're having the middle, aren't they?
I can't lie. I'm gonna go with Molina, bro.
Molina's had a good tournament.
But I'm saying Kunde is not right back though for me. That's why I'd rather
But
go for
that's why
Molina.
that's why I want to put him in it, because he's a makeshift right back
Yeah.
that's been doing a good job. He's a makeshift right back, bro. centre back, playing at right back, and he's contained.
You are making a good.
A lot of the
he's
people,
not a natural centre
he's not
back.
a natural.
So he's been put into that,
and he's done a good
decent.
job. He
So is it fair to dismiss him?
I don't think it's fair to dismiss him. I think he's dealt with almost everything he's come up against. He dealt with Foden well. Yeah, when everyone thought, Foden might have a good game against him.
Foden the first half, I think he dealt with him well, but I think second half, I think me and you said as well.
The game opened up because England were chasing the game.
Yeah, because
so
1-0
of
down.
course they're gonna have more of the ball. They're gonna try get in more behind. But Foden didn't really attack Koundé. He didn't attack him, bro. That's a discussion for that's a different discussion in itself. But every opponent he's come up on against that flank, he hasn't really been moved to like that. Yeah, I feel like he's held his own. He's been consistent. You know what I mean?
You think he's been more
But I
impressive
think
than
that's the
Molina?
complete opposite. I think that's the complete opposite, obviously, with Molina. I think Molina going forward has been very good.
I'm not going forward. I'm just saying defensively as a right back. I think he's been.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm putting Molina in the complete opposite because the amount of help he's done for Messi on that right-hand side, scored some crucial goals. Even just him growing up and down, like, for Argentina, I think he's been arguably their best right back. Like, other than a couple right backs, I think he's been up there this World
He's been
Cup.
exposed a few times though, bro. On that left side. I'm sorry, on the right side. Sorry.
Well, so has Koundé though.
Has Koundé not been
Not
exposed?
Koundé. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying that Koundé hasn't been as exposed as much as Molina, and he's a makeshift right back.
I disagree.
But I think you're looking at this. We're both looking at complete different.
Yeah, we are looking at different.
You're looking at as if he keeps a clean sheet, shuts down that right hand side, as a right back should do.
Yeah.
It's fair enough, but him obviously Koundé is not going to go forward as much. So he
did
doesn't
well,
get exploited as much.
He did very well. He did very well to contain Perisic in the game against Croatia. Perisic was
100%.
was nowhere to be seen that game, and that was due to Molina's, of course, positioning. I feel like Molina. You're right. I think if we talk about the best in terms of the best in the tournament, I don't think there's any standout performance except for Hakimi, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But knowing what FIFA does, out of FIFA they usually give it to the person who makes the final, whoever wins the final. I would love to give it to Hakimi, the player of the tournament. Hopefully he does get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like Molina's been the most consistent. Up there.
He gives you the 8 out of 10s every single
The
time.
only thing that's upsetting about Molina is
And he's up there as well, attacking.
attacking.
That's
He's a
up
good
there.
two-way player.
Messi relies on him. Messi
100%.
relies on him in terms of making that runs behind, like the goal against Holland.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just him. Even the midfielders come and help. So
Yes,
it's
but
like,
but
it's
I'm
not just
talking about
Molina.
position-wise. I'm talking about position.
I don't know.
But then again, wouldn't that argument happen the same with?
You rather have Koundé. You rather
Molina.
have
But wouldn't that argument be the same with Koundé? Because Griezmann will cover that right hand side as well. His defensive work has been
he's
elite.
saying that how important it is to Messi. I'm saying like there's a lot of guys on the pitch that are working for Messi.
No, he's giving that different angle towards Messi because Messi likes his fullbacks, the Alvarez,
stretch the piss.
Molina does that job for him, which helps.
The only thing Molina, he doesn't play the full 90. That's the only thing I'm like, okay, cool, because we've seen Montiel come on like 67 minutes when they leads up, like when they I think they know, okay, cool. As Liban said, he might not be a great defender in terms of the defensive wide. That's why when they're up 2-1,
That's why you go for Koundé.
they'll still bring
Who
fingers.
do you have like so far?
I'm hearing both sides of the
Out of the back
conversation.
five so far, you haven't given us like who you.
Who I would have gone? I would have obviously gone with Molina. I mean, I've watched him live twice, to be fair, and I've seen the way he offers to Argentina, how much he helps, Messi, how much he bombs down the right side. I did watch Koundé against England. I thought he did decent in the first half. I don't think Foden went at him enough. I think second half, like you said, the game kind of opened up a little bit, and Foden went out a little bit, and then there was more help from the left back side,
From Luke Shaw.
From Luke Shaw, exactly. So obviously he was getting a bit more bombarded.
Yeah,
I think Koundé. I agree with you. The fact that he's not actually a natural right back, and he's been makeshift. He's been put there. He's done a decent job this tournament so far.
But if I'm correct to say, obviously, Faisal could give me the answer. He has played right back for Barcelona and Sevilla at moments, especially at Barca.
Throughout the season, he's been Barca's right back.
I'm just.
So for me, for me, it's like
Seville, he plays right back as well.
Do you know where I'm coming from? So for me, looking at him like makeshift. When you said makeshift, I was like, I know naturally he's a right centre back.
Yeah.
But it's them ones where he's played enough games.
It's like, okay, do you consider Ben White a
I
makeshift right back?
think Koundé, Ben White has like. his argument would have worked way better for me with Ben White.
Because
Ben
Ben
White,
but Ben White's played the majority of the season.
This
That's right
season-
back.
But has Koundé
But
not
it's been
played
good
majority of
2-3
his time? He plays at centre back. No,
more or less right back, bro.
no.
And
that-
Barca,
but you're
Barca,
talking-
Barca, Barca.
Okay, but Barca's
And-
only been
and
there for
Sevilla,
a few months.
But even
For
Sevilla,
a
he's
month,
playing
you're telling me
right back.
for a
Ben-
few months
but
he's
Ben-
been
Majority
right back.
of his career.
Ben White,
No,
Ben
no,
White,
no,
this
no,
season's
no,
just
no,
been a
no,
right back.
Yeah, so
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying. So
That's my argument.
They're both the same then.
Not necessarily because at Sevilla he did play right back.
I don't remember him playing at Sevilla.
No, he's played right back. Not all the
what-
time.
not the majority.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
He's played right back. He
But
played
he's
for
played right
France
back.
as well before this
So
tournament.
he was able to slot in,
Nations
basically.
League,
Nations
he's played
Leagues and stuff
Okay,
like
but that's
that.
not
So,
his primary. Is that his primary position?
His primary position is centre back, but just because he came to slot in.
but he's not. But he's not.
Yeah,
He's not unfamiliar with playing.
So
right
okay,
back. That's
okay,
it.
Yeah, no, I
okay,
got that.
even-
That's how I
okay,
looked at
okay,
him,
but
yeah?
even if okay, so you're trying to say he's familiar with that position first.
That's how I looked at it.
Good job. He says he's
Yeah,
done
he's
a
done
good
very
job.
good job. Good job.
That's why I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not.
I think
I'm
that's why
not
you
giving him.
haven't
I'm not giving him a cookie because man's played right back before. Do you know where I'm coming from?
So,
No,
bro,
I want
Do
to
you know
know
where I'm coming from? Huh?
what cookie are you?
A chocolate chip, whatever he fancies in it. But do you know where I'm coming from? That's how I looked at
No,
him.
of
He's
course,
done a very good
I don't know,
job.
man. Like,
He's done a very good job, but
I think you posited a very good
I just
case
think-
for.
defensively he's been
No.
one of the best.
Yeah, he's been
Defensively,
one- yeah, he's been
definitely.
quality.
He's been one of the
This is
best.
thing,
Yes.
but he's that's my thing. You're saying defensively he's been very good.
Very
but
good.
That's what I need to judge it on. I need to judge it on how good you've been defensively because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are a defender.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know
how-
I'm saying?
that's what I mean,
Like,
man.
if you're,
Completely
yeah, so
different,
you're
that's what I'm
looking
saying.
at what is he giving for going forward? But I'm like, I hear
But
that.
at France, he
but
doesn't need to go
primarily,
forward.
Molina goes forward, but there's at times he becomes a liability, bro. That's how goals get conceded.
Yeah,
Even against Saudi Arabia, bro. I said the Saudi Arabia goal did it not come from his side? The guy when the guy scored the second goal.
It was on that left hand side. When
It was the ball came from the right, went onto the left.
Well,
remember,
left
yeah.
side,
Yeah, like, so-
and he had to come
So,
back.
but for me, it's kind of like, okay, yes, he goes a lot forward, but you can be good forward and still be a liability. At the
But
back,
then
do you know
again, it's different though because obviously me phased. See, we looked at through Molina that they. But
I'm
Argentina,
not, by the way,
Argentina.
I'm not saying he was like. I'm not saying he's a shit defender. I'm not
No,
saying,
no one's saying.
I'm
no
just
one's
saying that.
No, you're right. I just saying.
defensively, Conde's
No,
been-
no,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But then it's as you said.
But we're looking differently. You're looking at defense standpoint.
Yeah.
We're looking at it from what he offers. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking
You know
at it
what?
different. You're
The
looking
majority will be Molina, but
Yeah.
you made a good case of Koundé. Let's get into the midfielders. I think we're all good to play a 4-3-3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's your deepest line midfielder? I'm gonna go first.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. Look at you smiling already. He already knows it's gonna
Don't
be.
give us a discussion or a dilemma or whatever you want to call it.
It's clearly Paredes,
I've
man.
been
So
telling-
anyway,
I've been telling certain man about him for a couple of months now. I'm happy now everyone's seeing it.
Seeing
Everyone's
what-
seeing
okay.
what I've seen.
Leeman's ready
Everyone's
today.
seen what
Leeman's
I've
ready
seen.
today.
However,
What was he-
I'm
what was he
playing.
in?
I'm playing with 2-6-1. I'm playing with 2-6.
Well, depends, it's the
and one-
combined, innit?
and one
So-
up front.
so-
No, the way.
the way you would want to do it.
The way I'm seeing it, I'm playing with Chimeni, Enzo, and then Griezmann up front. A bit.
That's a very strong midfield, to be
A
fair.
more advanced role. But about Chimeni, I've been telling.
Chimeni's I think he has to take that DM role.
I've been telling everyone. I've been telling everyone for the past couple of months now where he belongs, and now everyone's seeing it. I'm
Everyone's seeing
happy.
greatness.
Everyone's seeing what I've seen a couple of months ago. So it's nothing new to what I'm seeing now from Chimeni. He's been doing it with Madrid for the past couple of months.
Yeah.
But now he's doing it in the biggest stage of them all, and everyone's now giving his flowers. The flowers needs to be given to Chimeni. He is the best DM in the world, bro. I'm not chatting here.
You are
I'm not
chatting, man.
chatting.
You're chatting
I'm
like
not
your ass,
chatting.
man.
I've been saying that I don't care what anyone says. You can keep the same energy you did to Hasib, to Liban, to Elias, to Stars,
I didn't say
to
your
Mers. Wake up Sharky as well. Well, I wake up Sharky. Keep the same energy to him. Chimeni's been the best DM we've seen this season. Better than Casemiro, better than Rodri. You mentioned Fabinho. Get the hell out, wallahi, man. Get the hell out. What we've seen from Chimeni for the past 2 games, incredible. Incredible.
I mean,
and that's it.
I would want to move on, but I've seen Levan have his head in his hands and he's thinking,
That is just jarring.
who invited my man?
jarring,
No, exactly. It's just rubbish attacks,
Everybody at
man.
Real Madrid is the best player in their position. What is this guy talking about, bro?
Bro, he's
What
the
is
best
this
player in
guy
the world,
talking about?
apparently. So
He's not the best player in the Yes, he's very good. Yes, he's got high potential.
His
Yes,
ceiling's very
his
high.
ceiling's very high.
Very high.
Potentially, he can be the best DM in the world. But to say he's the best DM in the world now, this guy, this guy.
You know,
I'm tired
we're
of
gonna
him,
move
man.
on.
I'm
But
tired of him,
does
man.
everyone go too many
Yeah,
years to
everyone goes
six?
to me, but I'm tired of this guy, man.
Next to him, Enzo.
Everybody in your team is the best player in everything. You probably have the best subs in the world as well now. Yeah? Vasquez is the best substitute.
You got the best fans in the world. I saw one at Cadiz.
Well, no, never.
This guy, man.
They got the best. He said they got the best fans.
I give him credit. I give him credit.
I was there.
He makes me hate
I was
Real
there.
Madrid.
I was there.
I clocked it.
I was there for Cadiz. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But for next time is Enzo, and then I've got my advanced rowers. I've got
Griezmann.
Greasy.
Griezmann's a very good. I mean, Griezmann's been playing with the tournament so far.
Yeah, for me, he's been
I don't know how
playing
you define his role though. Like, what is his role?
He's becoming an 8. He's becoming an advanced 8.
Yeah.
For me, he's an 8 now.
It's like a box to box.
Yeah,
I don't know what, bro.
He's an
His
8.
position.
I don't know what he's the Roman
He's everywhere.
playmaker.
Bro,
box
his
to box.
position is
He's
stupid, bro. His
He's becoming an 8.
positionless.
He's
Yeah,
becoming an 8.
generally-
He's becoming a
generally he's
midfielder.
everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He
in the pitch.
floats.
And I feel
I don't
like this
think
new
he's that.
position now.
I don't think he's that.
Crazy then.
I genuinely don't know. Like, he's an anomaly.
Okay,
he's
but
a
like,
DM at one point.
position-
He's a box to box Roman playmaker.
Yeah, he's a,
Bro,
no,
he's
he's
a
right.
that's what I'm gonna go with.
He's right. He's
I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
He's an advanced 8 in the sense
Yeah.
of he has the freedom to
Roman
roam.
midfielder,
Yeah.
not even playmaker. Roman midfielder.
Yeah, but
Bro,
he's
he's
a free
everywhere.
roam midfielder.
Wallahi,
I hear
bro.
it.
Yeah.
He's an 8.
Yeah.
I'll say even an advanced 8 because he's like
Yeah.
more sort of goes forward, but he's also tracks back a lot. He
Crazy.
runs, chase
Incredible, bro.
players
Defensive
down,
man.
close players down. Like his work rate is unbelievable.
We're gonna get into the preview, guys, but I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be the difference making this final.
Oh,
I
he
think
100%.
yeah, I think
For
everyone's
me,
looking
like
at
I
him.
said,
I agree, I
think
agree.
he's been,
Everyone's looking
for
at him.
me, forget if you not talk about the Mbappes and Messi, because obviously they're always going to get the limelight.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're
He'll be
goal
the
scorers.
underrated kind of thing.
I think for me, in terms of performances and the consistency and
It's
the
been
whole
him.
pa-
It's been him.
Yeah,
It's
his
been
head and
him.
shoulders are above
you know,
everyone.
like
Heads-
obviously
it's been him.
Bruno was one of those players, but
Yeah,
obviously
I
they
agree,
got eliminated
I agree.
early.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Griezmann for me, now going into the final, has been the player of the tournament, and
Yeah.
I think.
He's definitely
I think
another
that's a very
person
good
where you
shout.
look at.
France, and it's crazy because I feel like for Griezmann coming into the tournament was getting criticised a lot, and
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't really rate him or
I
even
didn't.
Yeah,
doubted
same.
why
I
he was
didn't.
even.
I'll be
But
real.
that's how much club form can kind of cloud
Yeah.
how good a player is.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing him at Atletico, but we know Atletico tactics.
Simeone,
Weren't
man.
given that free
No,
run.
no, for crazy thing is, Atletico this season, obviously because of the whole situation with Barcelona, he was limited to only 30 minutes each game.
Yeah.
Even with that, he's still top scorer for Atletico this season.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's
I
top
didn't even know he was
scorer.
top scorer
He's
first.
top scorer for them this season.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what it is?
It's that
sometimes
it's just untapped at that point.
his
Yeah.
light has been dimmed. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's a very good
And
point,
obviously, people don't see him doing what he was doing before, especially in his first stint at Atletico, and that's called clouded everyone's judgment on him.
Yeah. People
But
forgot how great
how
this guy
good
was.
he is, bro. He's every tournament at France since 2016.
Yeah.
He's been unbelievable. He's
Yeah,
been
he
one of
shouldn't be one of their
France's
standouts.
best players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I remember Ilya saying on when we did, I think a while ago before we came out here, he was like, "It's 2022. Griezmann's still in the team." I hear where he's coming from.
Yeah. But that's only because of a perception of it.
Again,
it's
we
just
go back to
huge.
how Deschamps thing of like he knows what his players can do for him.
Exactly.
He doesn't care about form
Yeah.
at this point because he just knows. For me, for France, he'll perform.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Griezmann, he's shown it, bro.
Yeah,
and I feel
Griezmann's-
like he deserves his flowers.
I think Griezmann has been like head and
Unreal.
shoulders above everyone in
Yeah.
that. I think
Unreal.
definitely player of the tournament, definitely for me. Are you going also with Enzo Fernandez alongside in that?
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go with McAllister.
McAllister has been very impressive this tournament as
I
well.
think I'll
isn't
go
it?
with McAllister. I think
Yeah.
since he came into the team, France in that midfield. I mean, not France, right? Argentina in that midfield. They just look a bit more slick, more smooth. He just every time he gets the ball, he opens up his body. He's always looking forward. That's what I like about McAllister.
Yeah.
He's always looking to get that ball forward, and I think that is what they slightly lacked in the group stages a little bit, was having that midfielder. Because I feel like Paredes and Rodrigo de Paul, they're too like defensive minded.
Yeah,
they don't really take risks. They don't really open up their bodies to try
With
to
the McAllister,
look.
they give him the
They give him
the
that
Enzo.
sort of, and they scan and try to look
Yeah.
for the Julian Alvarez.
I think they both
and
just
the
as been
Messis
as good as each other. I think McAllister's also a great shout to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
McAllister.
Yeah.
Um,
I kind of understand why everyone go for Enzo.
Enzo,
Enzo's
yeah.
very good as
yeah.
well.
And he starts. Who would you go for?
Oh,
If you had to choose between Enzo and McAllister, I think you made a good point of
Yeah.
that. McAllister, I think he's done very well.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd go with. To be honest, I don't even know. You know, I'll be
They're
real.
big.
I'll be honest, I'll go with Enzo.
Good.
You
I
can
think
go
they're
Enzo,
both
but
good.
yeah,
like,
you-
either one is good. Like there's moments where Enzo came off the bench. I remember he scored that goal. It was against Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Changed the game. Same with I think McAllister as well. He scored in the group stage. Like both of them, the impact they've had since starting.
And he's 23 as well. Do you think he's getting a big move in January or summer?
Not now.
No, it's too early.
Potentially in the summer, yeah.
Summer, yeah.
I can see it happening.
Well,
in the
like,
summer.
imagine.
He's gonna go
Like,
back to Brighton as a World Cup winner potentially.
That's crazy.
they can't tell me to go training, bro. No,
Actually,
no.
I'm coming
that
training
team is
late.
swift.
I'm coming an hour late.
Bro, like, bro, I don't blame him. Like, bro, I look at him and be like, it's not like he was Saliba where
Yeah,
he's riding bench collecting
No,
fun.
no,
Man was starting more or less every game.
Yeah,
saying,
bro, good, bro.
it don't
He was
matter
there
what
in the
I do.
big moments.
No, it sounds crazy, but I genuinely believe like him bringing him into the starting 11
Yeah.
changed Argentina. It sounds
Yeah.
nuts.
No.
A
I think
Brighton,
it does.
a Brighton midfielders
Yeah.
come into the team and
It shows how good Brighton's
Yeah.
talent ID has been.
Yeah.
They get someone like Alexis McAllister, who's potentially winning the World Cup and is going to come back, join them, and
I don't mind
he's
it.
joining their squad later because he's
I
won
don't
the World
mind
Cup.
it. Honestly, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's the same for the Enzo.
You want to switch up your thing?
No. I'm
Saying Enzo.
I don't mind. Like he's
Right now we've got two Enzos. We've got Alexis McAllister. We need to see.
With Enzo, it's the
either
same
way,
thing.
either way, it
With,
don't matter. Like I'm more than happy with both.
With Enzo, it's the same
But
thing.
yeah, just pick one, and if would you do rock paper scissors?
Yeah, with
If you
Enzo,
want.
it's the same thing.
Just do Enzo. Just do Enzo.
Just do Enzo.
Enzo,
We'll go with
yeah.
Enzo, but very, very good shout that you've done.
I'm happy
with
with
Alex.
like either way, I would have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into the front three now, man. I think this might be kind of straightforward, to be fair. But it depends. It depends
I
if
think
you.
this is straightforward.
But then I don't know about the striker. I'm a bit worried about you because we're not gonna go to that part yet. We're gonna start with left winger. Who are we going with left winger? It's
Mbappe.
pretty obvious.
Mbappe, Messi.
I'm putting Julian Alvarez.
Oh, you're switching up. And
Yeah, I'm switching it up. I'm switching up the way I'm doing it.
okay.
So I'm putting Julian Alvarez on that left wing.
You got Stars giving you a confused look. You
Wait,
got
Julian
Fazer looking at
Alvarez off the
Stars.
left,
Yeah.
and then
And then
you
what?
can't
And
have
then-
Mbappe through the middle, right?
and then
I'm
you have
putting-
Killy,
I'm-
and then
I'm
you have
put-
Killy up front.
I want to put Kelly up front just because I'm just doing it just so I can fit all these players in.
Fit all this.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I
but
need
you're
to
trying to,
fit.
but you're trying to fit Alvarez in.
I have to fit Alvarez in. Alvarez is in my
First,
team.
first,
100%.
Alvarez has been
Julian
very
Alvarez.
well.
Yeah, he's in my team. He's in my team.
First.
He popped up with two important goals
He's
against
No, but
Croatia.
I'm saying.
Oh, you're just
Why can't he play up front for you?
Yeah, it could work either. He could put Julian Alvarez up front and put Mbappe on the left. It could work either, but
Because I feel like the players that you're trying to substitute, like put in.
Yeah,
I think to make it easier, we'll leave Julian Alvarez for a striker.
okay, I'll put him.
Yeah, I think that makes it easier.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
we'll go with
And
Mbappe.
I'll put Mbappe on the left.
Yeah.
And then
On the right, Messi.
right, Messi.
Yeah. I think that those are the two straightforward ones.
Yeah,
Messi,
100%.
Mbappe on the left, Messi on the right, and I think up top. Then we got some options now. We got Alvarez, Giroud.
No, leave Martinez at home.
Yeah,
Leave him at home.
Yeah, but then he might bring someone that's has him.
Colombiani.
No, he's not. Right? He's bringing a guy who's
Marcus
still in the squad, bro.
Somebody
he's a Real
who could-
Madrid player,
Somebody
bro.
who could still potentially play in this final.
No,
And
that's
hasn't played yet.
He's doing WWE return, bro. You know what to do it for us.
You said it, innit?
If Benzema wins the World Cup, he might go down as the greatest striker of all time.
Sounding like a TikTok.
If Benzema wins this World Cup,
Well, hold on.
he is the GOAT striker of all time. That's
That's
face
his impression of you.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest accent.
Wallah. Do you want to actually do his actual? Do you want to do the actual version? Wallah.
Is that what it's like?
I've got things.
If
I've got
Benzema
Giroud.
wins the World Cup,
Are you done? Are you done?
he's
yet?
going to be the best striker in history of football.
Merce.
History of football.
I'm
History of
done.
football.
Happy?
The rivalry's crazy right now.
Happy?
I'm happy.
Rivalry's crazy.
No, happy. Ah, cool.
So
I've got Giroud.
okay. So he said Giroud up top. Yeah. You said Julian Alvarez. Stars.
Why did you say Judo? Obviously, that's a good shout.
I
But
think he's come up. I think he's come clutch.
Yeah.
The game against England, where they needed a goal.
yeah.
But then you look at the Morocco
The
game.
game, huh?
You look at the Morocco game.
I know, but I feel like
Anyone can miss a chance.
I feel like- I feel-
no,
I
it's
feel like this
just because he
season- I feel like
defined him as
this
clutch.
season-
I'm like, so he
Yeah.
wasn't, but he wasn't
I
clutch.
feel like
in this big game.
I feel like whenever they needed a goal, whenever Mbappe wasn't there to show. Mbappe against England wasn't like
because he gets triple team, so everyone else has to kind of take up the
Giroud
thing.
came
you know.
up, stepped up. The group stage as well, broke Titi's record. So I feel like this season has been. I feel like for this World Cup, I feel like for the system that France has,
He's been perfect for that system.
Giroud is perfect for that system, and that's why he belongs in that. In that
Giroud-
team.
How many goals Alvarez got? 4, right?
I think
I
Alvarez.
think so. I
got
think so.
2 against Croatia. We can quickly look it up
2
right
against
now.
Croatia, 1 against Netherlands. No,
No, it was Messi, Molina.
Yeah, well,
I think he's got 3.
Maybe potentially
I think
3.
Scored in the
I think-
group stages.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's got 3.
Maybe 3 actually. Yeah,
But yeah, who are you looking at, Stars?
yeah, 3 or 4. I can't remember. now,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
go Olivier Giroud as well.
Julian Alvarez has 4.
4.
Oh, 4. Which other game did he score?
Probably one in the group stages. It just says Julian Alvarez 4. Okay, cool. Oh, who did you say, sorry?
Giroud as well.
You're going Giroud. So
think I'll Giroud.
you have Julian Alvarez. We got 2 Giroud shots.
Only obviously
The thing is, I
Fazer-
would have been more inclined to go with Julian Alvarez. So, but then we're gonna be at a deadlock. You know what happens at deadlocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Giroud started more or less every game but one, right? Whereas with Alvarez, he's been obviously the better player than Martinez. Like a better player than Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
Don't drop.
Good one.
That was a
man.
good one. You see the way I saved that as well.
Yeah.
I saved that so hard, but people still noticed it. I was just checking what Alvarez has scored in. But I'll be honest, I'm going to go for Alvarez as well. I think Alvarez has been very impressive. Off the back of the Croatia game is very
Alvarez has
good.
always been a latter stages where everyone like.
Yeah, but still, that
He's been very good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He
He's
just
very
pops,
good.
he just pops
He's
up
very
in
good.
those moments where it's kind of like,
Yeah.
he's done something here.
No,
and
he's
it's
always a
like-
threat, and I
always
think
a threat,
he's scary, bro.
Yeah.
For his
He-
age,
Do you know, it's actually
and
unfair.
the confidence
they
that he has at his age.
Man, say he bought for 14
Yeah,
million.
he's a backup striker.
That's crazy,
fake.
You know what I'm
man.
saying as well? Like,
That's fake, man.
what you
not
call
right,
it? Ranić went to my United board and said,
Yeah,
Bring this
he was
kid.
cooking something. I'm telling you,
Bro,
man. He was cooking something, man.
it's better,
They
bro,
didn't
for me,
listen to him.
it's better than Darwin.
They didn't listen to him, but I'll be real with
For
you.
me, it's better Darwin, bro.
Yeah. Was
It's
it?
better Darwin.
He's
It's
better than Darwin
Darwin.
Nunes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's better Darwin.
Yeah.
Darwin Nunes, don't even bring that brother in this conversation.
It's better Darwin, bro.
Darwin? That's like bringing Fabio Vieira in this
Darwin,
conversation.
man.
So what? So you.
I'm gonna go. I'll be honest. I'm gonna go with Julian Alvarez. So this is where deadlock is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need Mercer behind the camera. Giroud or Alvarez? Because you've been watching the World Cup along with us. Okay, if you
This guy's biased though. He's studying French. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
don't try that. If you
true,
don't know.
man.
You don't know. And you're an Arsenal fan as well. I get where the connection comes from.
The connections. But we have to go. We have to go over.
But I just want to say, obviously, give Mbappe his flowers in terms of Mbappe's Mbappe. Obviously, like
he's been
that
amazing.
guy. It's
You know, World Cup's generally his
it's
tournament.
his fake. Yeah.
Generally his tournament.
If he wins this World Cup,
Are you going the Stars route? You going that Stars route?
no, I'm saying he's already technically goated. He's already a great. If he wins this World Cup at the age before the age of 24, he's already
go
a
at
great.
23. You know,
He's already a great.
that's crazy, man.
It would have been, the conversation would have been different if he was a Real Madrid player, though. Look on his face.
Yeah, Real Madrid tax. Not run off Real Madrid
You know what
tax.
I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. Remember, he
Facts.
was in a
The
relationship
facts.
with Mbappe.
Facts.
He was
Fair
in a
enough.
relationship with Mbappe. I hear it though.
Yeah, I know. He's an ex in there.
No, but I'll be real with
think
you. What he's
I think
achieved.
Rory
Yeah.
mentioned it perfectly. I think he said whoever goes and it's not bias. It's the truth. It's the unfortunate truth.
Yeah.
Whoever goes to Barcelona and Madrid just gets that a little bit more stardom.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
tax. It's
It's
tax.
true though.
It's
It's
true.
true. History
And
shows. The history shows that.
Exactly.
That's why
And
Lewandowski even said. Like, he even said that one of the reasons why I moved to Barcelona is because I have a better chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, and he's right.
It's just
But
that
he-
It's funny because he
additional-
technically did win it in my eyes.
Yeah,
He just
he
got
did,
he just
yeah,
got
he
robbed.
got
that
robbed.
year.
It's just that
yeah.
additional stardom. But I don't mind that. Wallahi, man. If Mbappe, bro, you know that game. You know that
Yeah.
game. You know what's crazy about this game is
Yeah.
that Mbappe and Messi is competing for four things, bro.
Yeah.
Like the best player, the golden boot. Both of them got 5 goals.
Yeah.
The Ballon d'Or as well. Potentially whoever
Yeah,
wins.
this is basically Ballon d'Or. Like who's winning it,
If
basically.
Mbappe wins the World Cup, 2 World Cups before 23, his case might be legit.
It is
Might be
very
legit,
strong
know?
Yeah,
case.
it's
It's a very strong
it is
case.
as well. I think just generally speaking, I think obviously bar Messi and Ronaldo. For me, Mbappe is the best thing since R9.
Wow.
He's the best thing since R9.
Wow. And he just took a picture of him, so he's probably looking at you like, what's going on?
I genuinely believe that. I think there's no talent. We haven't had a talent like this
Just that explosive
We haven't had a
forward, the
talent
way
like
he
this
is.
since R9. Forget Messi and Ronaldo. They're in a different. They're in a
They're
different.
different realm.
They're in a different
Yeah, it's
realm.
actually unfair to compare them.
Since R9, you could say maybe Neymar close
You
close
could-
names
you
over
could-
there,
you could-
but
you could
Neymar the
argue
different
that.
type
In
of
terms
players.
of our generation.
Different type of players. I was in terms of that explosiveness,
Yeah.
quickness, rapid, clinical.
The difference
Finish-
maker.
yeah,
the
like, it's
crazy.
just-
Everything about him is just perfect.
Yeah, bro.
Even the
like,
goal-
he's gonna
even the
dominate.
second
Once
goal.
was Messi and
Oh,
Ronaldo
yeah.
goal?
Do you see that run he made as
Yeah.
well? in
The
that
second
Morocco
goal
game?
one, it was crazy, man.
But do you see the other run he made?
Yeah.
He took it from his own half and he blew
Yeah,
past the right back,
yeah,
went
yeah.
all the way, and I think he got fouled. Like,
Yeah,
in there,
yeah,
but-
Yeah, Amrabat took the ball.
Amrabat came-
I'll be real
Amrabat
with you.
came
There's
back.
no debate
crazy.
for me, like in
Amrabat.
terms of obviously we've got Messi and Ronaldo finishing off now, and obviously they're trying to make the new rivalry Mbappe Haaland. There's no debate.
I
there.
think
Yeah,
Mbappe's
I think
in his own
Mbappe's
lot.
Mbappe's
too
clear.
clear.
Mbappe's
He's
clear.
sitting on the same table, basically.
Mbappe was clear, and he's gonna dominate. Is that how we had Messi and Ronaldo now?
Yeah. It would just be
It's gonna be
Mbappe.
the Mbappe era now,
And it'll
so
just be
it's
everyone else below him.
Yeah, I mean the only person that will get close to him maybe is Haaland. He might have a shout here
Vinny
and there.
Jr.?
Nah. Vinny Jr. is a tier below that.
Yeah.
I told you, bro, this Vinny Jr. still has to beat Robinho.
Like,
for me
he's
still.
gonna try to say, "Oh no, Vinny Jr. might be able to compete with Mbappe."
like his
I
impressions of
dare
him,
you.
The thing is, I don't know why he gives that American accent.
I dare you. I dare you.
Some gazy American accent.
I dare you. I dare
Scary,
you.
man.
I dare you.
Man,
I dare you, brother.
Man,
I dare you, brother.
You know my argument.
It's okay
would've
when
I
been-
dare you to say. No, but I dare you to say that. I dare you to say.
it's okay when they do it.
No, but I dare him to say anything about Vinny.
Vinny.
Dare you.
Yeah.
to try
What do
me.
you mean, dare you?
I dare you.
I've
daring
been
you, man.
saying it.
You're saying what?
I've been
You're
saying
saying
it.
what?
I've been saying it. It goes Mbappe, Vinny, Haaland, bro.
Oh my word. You know that one?
Shut the hell up, man.
Comments down below, man.
Can I ask you a question regarding that?
Stars, get me away from this conversation. Help me out. Go on.
It's regarding that, yeah.
Oh God.
But
Okay. Yeah.
this question just aimed at you. I don't want Leon to speak. I don't want Face to speak. Yeah,
Okay.
because I know Face is gonna button.
Okay.
If Mbappe were to make that summer move to Real Madrid
Yeah.
this season,
Yes.
would Vinny have to vacate to the right? To
Oh,
accommodate
100%
Mbappe?
he's getting moved out. He's getting pushed out to the right, bro.
Okay, that's the question I just wanted to ask.
It wouldn't.
So what happening?
It wouldn't.
So what will happen?
If Are you asking if Mbappe came last summer?
Is he getting pushed to the top?
Never.
So where's Mbappe live?
Mbappe.
Where's he gonna play?
The only way.
Mbappe's saga is the
only way.
Hold on, I want to hear. Hold on, I want to hear this one because this one now, I dare you to say what you're about to say.
Why does Mama keep saying there?
Yeah, because you're saying some brazy stuff.
This is make or break it.
Mbappe, listen. Okay. Let me land that.
Go on.
Mbappe can play three positions.
He does. He wants to play left wing. That's common
Let me
knowledge.
land.
And Mbappe only wants to play left wing.
Oscar loves
That's no. Wait. Hold on. Because this one, I want to put this out there. Because the problem that Mbappe's having.
Let's just wait for everyone's turn. Let's just wait for everyone's turn.
Man, shush and put your mic down. Listen. Put your mic down, boy. Put your mic down, boy. I said, put your mic down, boy.
Loves interrupting. Go on.
Mbappe. We'll come back to you.
Mbappe, the reason why he's having issues with PSG right now is because he refuses to play down the middle. He wants to play on the left, and that's why he's asked the PSG board to sign a striker.
And that's what he's best of.
And that's where a lot of the issues are at PSG at the moment. I dare you to say when he comes to Real Madrid, he's going to play down the middle. I dare you.
So we're going to let you land here.
I dare you to say that.
I don't like the fact, like, you know how I asked Hasib, I said, Hasib, because I'm just asking
Everyone
you.
man.
Don't leave him to speak. Don't face to speak.
A question to you. Go on. Just to you.
No, I already answered it.
He already answered it.
I said Vinny's getting pushed up. Even though he's horror on the right.
Go on.
I don't know how you're going to fit him in. You can't. You
Say what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna say. He knows. Because he knows. He knows.
Listen.
I had a. You know what? I'll get on to you today.
You know what's mad? Wallahi, I've clocked. You know what, clocked? You love your voice too much, wallahi.
That's fine.
Wallahi, you love your voice too much, man. Let everyone talk.
I love me, baby.
Let everyone talk. That question was for Hasib. Why are you talking?
Did you not talk as well? You're still talking right now.
Why is he talking?
When I stop talking, I'll see you. When you stop talking, I'll stop talking.
Oh, man.
All right, Stars, back to your original question. Okay, I don't think Mbappe will get pushed out. I think he's staying on the left. That's the original part. Let's move on, okay? That's the combined 11 for you guys.
We didn't combine 11. We never spoke about Messi. You nuts.
We did Messi.
Yeah, but we never spoke about him.
Because we're going to speak about Messi in our little preview we're going to do right now.
What is that preview right now?
As in the World Cup preview, is Messi going to win the World Cup with Argentina?
Never.
But
he said never.
That's basically saying is Argentina going to beat France? Well, that's the question.
So do you want to host?
No, I'm saying, what are you going to get? I'm basically saying, the way we just know.
Do you appreciate that?
No, because I'm saying, the way you listen.
He thinks he's the host today.
No, it's not about the host. Forget the host.
Who by mama?
Listen.
Don't touch my leg like that.
Coming from you.
Don't touch my leg like
Rich
that.
coming from you when you're there.
I'm rich.
Yeah, you are rich. Get some money, man.
All right. So what's your point there?
My point was, the way we discuss Mbappe and the way we discuss Julian Alvarez, we need to discuss Messi.
He's unanimous though.
I'm gonna let you. How about I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna put my mic down.
Do you know why?
You guys talk about Messi.
Do you know why?
Do you know why?
Because
you know why? Because the video's gone on long enough. We need to get to the preview part.
No,
Okay.
I hate what I'm saying.
Okay.
Messi, we need to talk about Messi though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's part of the preview. We're gonna add him as a part of the preview.
Why can't you talk about him in the preview?
Wallahi.
Can't talk about him in the preview.
That's what I was
don't
saying.
like the fact that we spoke about Julian Alvarez, spoke about Mbappe, and we're just moving on. That's what I don't like. That's disrespectful. You're disrespecting the GOAT.
Someone lock it up him, man. Someone lock it up. He's got the Argentina flag on his knees as well. That's correct. On his knees. He's on his knees for Messi.
This guy's fake.
All right, okay, wait. Before we get into the preview, that's one thing I want to ask. Is Messi the GOAT for both of you guys? It's the office kid. What's going on? I don't know. What about you? All right, well, that's our answer, guys. Let's get to the preview now. I've been trying to get to this damn preview for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I've been waiting. Well, this guy's been stopping there.
All right, okay. Let me start with you because these guys know Messi's the GOAT. Where can Argentina? Where's the battle going to be won and lost here? What do you think?
I think this game's crazy. I think this game possesses the most threat for we discussed it during the Morocco game, France-Morocco. Argentina hasn't faced anyone like Mbappe and hasn't faced anyone with the width.
Competent wingers, like actual good wingers.
Like that possesses Mbappe and Dembele. Holland never had that. Croatia never had that. Even the group stage never had that. Now that's the biggest challenge of them all. They're facing two demons, and behind them, it's like someone that we don't know where he plays in Griezmann.
Generally not. I can't define his role.
We don't know where he plays. He plays sometimes left, right, shadow striker. 8. He said 8. He said 6. Too many positions.
Yeah.
But then again, France hasn't faced anyone like Messi. The only winger they got scared about was Saka.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes, and I'm not sure why Southgate took him off. So I feel like Argentina can win in some aspect of the game. France can win in some aspect of the game. But I feel like I feel like France got more weapons in some way. I feel like the only weapon that can scare you from Argentina is Messi. Yes, it's easy said than done. If you isolate Messi, you can win. Everyone says it. Everyone tries it, but no one's done it. But I feel like with Argentina, if you literally try to isolate him for just 50% of Messi, I feel like you're good.
I don't think it's that even.
I feel like you. But with France, Mbappe, Ousmane,
Scary, man.
Giroud comes in clutch.
Yeah.
Griezmann.
Benzema Mbappe coming off the bench.
Wallahi, man, Benzema comes. Wallahi.
You know, for me, for me regarding this game.
Wallahi, mentioned that.
Go on, Stars.
Me regarding this game, yeah. Obviously, a lot of people, their arguments always, Messi's got 10 fighters for him.
Yeah.
So it's Messi and then 10 people that were willing to down the pitch for him.
Yeah. For this World Cup, yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. Whereas I think the difference between France and Argentina, it's like you said, where it's Messi or bust. Like, you'll have the odd Julian Alvarez scrappy run. But the thing about Argentina, I'll give them a lot of credit. When they take the lead or whatever, they tend to hold on to it. Besides Holland, they tend to hold on to it, basically, innit? With them lots, though, teams like Croatia, where they dominate that midfield. France, obviously, Croatia's arguably got the best midfield in the World Cup.
Yeah.
But France are no slouch. You got Tchouameni, you got Griezmann, you got Rabiot if you need, you got Fofana if you need. The way they press off the ball, it's going to give the Paul, Paredes, headaches. The one thing that's their kryptonite, me personally, that's how I look at it, is an actual bully striker. They couldn't handle Weghorst and Luke de Jong at one point in the Holland game. That's what really changed it for Conrad. Giroud's twice the player of those two. Where I come from. He can play the link-up play. He can play. He wins he wins majority of the time his aerial battles and stuff like that. Then as FaZe has said, the two wingers, like, this is the first time Argentina's like, oh, we can't play that free flow. Molina can't bomb forward because now you've got to look at it. And what Faisal hasn't really said, which we can all agree upon, Messi doesn't track back, correct?
Yeah.
This is the first time where on Messi's side they're putting Theo Hernandez and Kylian Mbappe and saying, you guys bomb forward. And as Lima was alluding to with Molina, he's not a great defender. Now you're telling him to play 2 against 1 against arguably the best left back in the world and arguably the best player in the world. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't. That's a tough combination.
And this will be intriguing.
It's not like it's Enzo Fernandez that's playing on the right, Messi's coming off the left, where he can relax because Koundé's not going forward. Do you know where I'm coming from? Whereas this time around, it's like, okay, cool, Messi, I know how good you are and how potent you are going forward, but man, actually need you to kind of track back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I personally think Tchouameni can beat the Enzo and the Paul by himself, because I think me personally, the Paul's been one of the worst players.
Yeah,
Bro, but he'll be the bro.
He's been shit.
For Tchouameni, it'll be barbecue chicken for him, bro.
Don't come from
Them two will be nothing compared to him, bro. It's like I see that meme for Amrabat where he had Gavi on one side, and Pedro on one side.
Bro, it's literally that. Like,
it'll be another thing for Tchouameni, bro.
The only way I personally think Argentina gets something out of it early or whatever is how they've been doing it this whole tournament. 4 out of 6 games have been pens. There's 10 man in the VAR box, and there's 10 man in the VAR box, and there's not one decision where they're like, you know what, let's have a look and see if it's actual pen. The Poland one, Szczesny, should have been a pen. The Holland one, the Holland one, debatable. Didn't really look at it. The recent one, the Livkovic, the ball was already played. Alvarez already took a shot. Then Livkovic caught him. Ref didn't hear nothing. The monitor said, you know what, let me look at it. And what does that do? Whenever Messi's a great penalty taker. Once Argentina go 1-up, the game's open. Now Croatia had to chase the game. Open up, and then we was all at the game. Messi and Argentina exposed them as soon as they went 1-up. But if France, the way they're disciplined and they don't give away pens, like obviously they gave one to Saka when the Tchouameni box.
They gave us 2 pens still.
Huh?
They gave us 2
That's
pens.
where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Besides that game, if they're more disciplined, but the thing is, it's only Messi that's going to give you that Saka kind of, not Saka, the Messi ability where he can drive past players. Other than that, you're not getting that.
I agree.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't want to be disrespectful to Messi.
I agree in the sense of the refereeing has been a bit questionable.
Yeah.
and,
Very questionable.
And if
I
it
think he's
goes,
been favouring Argentina.
Yeah,
though.
it has
A
been-
lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
the whole
100%.
tournament, bro.
100%.
It's been booky.
It's been
I can't
dodgy,
lie to you.
man.
I might sound like a Messi hater
But to
as
be
well.
fair, people did
But I
say
am.
before the tournament, don't be surprised if this happens, and it's actually happened. So already it does look a bit booky. I can't lie, it doesn't look right. But I think the only way I see Argentina also winning, apart from just obviously the refereeing and penalties, whatever, is if they be aggressive. They need to be aggressive.
Press
Like,
from
they
the
need to
front.
They need to be because they've been doing a lot of shithousery this tournament,
Yeah.
and the big. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's the big.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put
That's
it.
great.
That's the best way to put it. They've been
I see mute that out.
Argentinians.
I see mute that, by the way.
Yeah.
Has to be the
Twice.
Three times.
That's a double one.
No, you can bleep it out. They'll understand where I'm coming from with it. Because I feel like that's the only way I can see Argentina really getting something out of this game is they need to really be up in
their faces. Yeah, they need to be dogs.
The
that-
Mbappe's
yeah.
and all the Griezmanns. They need to really be like get on.
Yeah, make it like a
hard.
like a derby.
Yeah.
But that's
Do you know what I mean?
That's what
That's the
happened.
only.
That's
way
how
I
they
can
did
see
against Netherlands.
It's
Yeah,
not even
But then
that.
they lost the game. against the Netherlands.
Even I will talk about France. You talk about.
I'm talking about Argentina, but no, France.
Okay, yeah.
I'll be real with you. My prediction, it's a easy boppage for France.
Easy
That's
boppage for you.
It's a
We're
boppage.
going straight to the
I-
predictions.
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
Because-
What's your prediction then?
My prediction is a comfortable win for. I don't know in terms of scoreline. I'll be respectful and I'll probably say 2-0 to France.
But you're saying the
But
majority of the match will be a
saying
boppage.
France are gonna win this game comfortably. It's gonna be a repeat of 2018 game.
Same. That's how I looked at it.
free
It's gonna
kind of
be-
thing.
it's-
That's how I looked
yeah,
at it.
but 4-3 even that was.
It was more dominated for
it was,
France.
They were like the
It was like a 4-2, 4-1 game, but then they let it back into the game.
But no, but it was even a reflection of the actual game. France dominated them that game.
Yeah,
And,
true.
and Mbappe was a young 18-year-old Mbappe giving them headaches.
Yeah.
So I think now,
A
if
more
they don't-
mature
yeah,
Mbappe.
and then like he said as well, he highlighted down that flank where Theo Hernandez is going up as well, and then you don't have the support of Messi. That's a big, huge problem.
Yeah.
Because you've got two Hernandez who can score goals and create, and then you got Mbappe who's Mbappe. It's a problem.
I'm with him. Like I genuinely think it's gonna be boppish. Like any side of the pitch. It's only Messi. That is, we've said this the whole tournament. It's Messi you got to be worried about.
But wait, just one point to what you guys said about Molina. You're right. Like Theo Hernandez is gonna. But the thing is, it's the same thing. You can reverse it for France's sake as well, because Mbappe doesn't track back, and against
That's
Morocco,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
every attack came from that right hand side because Mbappe doesn't track back. So the question is, is Messi going to track back or is Mbappe going to track back? So it flips.
It's the game of tracking backs.
Wallah, it's literally the game
Yeah,
of.
but I see Mbappe doing it more because he knows he's coming up against a team that has Messi in it.
But
So I feel like
You
he's
know,
more
I
inclined.
don't even want to be disrespectful to Messi. I genuinely don't. I think he's 100 billion times the player of Hakim Ziyech. But you know how like Theo Hernandez is so like he relies so much on his pace.
Yeah.
Where when Ziyech does a little shoulder drop, he's already in line with him. Like we all know Theo Hernandez is a very physical player. I think Messi will have the better of him. Don't get it twisted, guys. I'm not an idiot and I go, yeah, Theo Hernandez is pocketing Messi. No one can do that. But that Theo Hernandez isn't as much worried about, oh yeah, cool, if he drops the shoulder, he cuts in, but and like can do something, which Messi can. Messi can find that reverse pass like he did against Holland where he scored, or he has a good strike.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, I think like I said, I think they'll put an extra body on Messi as well, and that's the difference between France and the other countries where they've been there, they've done it. They're in the discipline, like the players, like they've got world class caliber players on the bench, starting world players that've been in the World Cup finals. Whereas Messi is like, okay, the players, they could get to the occasion for the players. Di Maria's obviously not going to start, as we know. Messi's arguably going to be the only guy on that pitch for Argentina. Him and maybe Otamendi. I don't know Otamendi. Maybe Otamendi. 2014 might have been a bit too early for Otamendi. I'm not 100% sure. But I want to say only those two where they know what a World Cup final is like. The big game, why it's such a huge game. Because France, and the thing about France, yeah, they've had a little taster. If we're going to be real, yeah, in the semi-final, in terms of 95% of fans being Moroccans, it's going to be the same way in the final.
90% of fans.
They're
being Argentinian fans.
95%. They're used to it now, bro. They played that kind of game where atmosphere is not going to be favourable.
And they don't care.
They don't care, bro. They're not
care.
phased.
They don't care.
They're gonna take their chances. I personally think like Giroud's gonna be the biggest key within this whole game.
Yeah.
Because I think if it's genuine Giroud bully ball going up, they gotta put 2 bodies on Giroud. Then that leaves, and as Lehman has alluded, Acuna is not that good. They might even.
So you're saying
Dembele's played against
fullbacks
the
is where they will lose the game.
100%.
100%. Like, it's gonna be a lot of tracking.
That's the most crucial part.
It's gonna be a lot of tracking. It's gonna be a lot of tracking.
But
It makes sense because you have both the best players in the world on either side.
It depends.
Yeah.
For me, on my mother's life, it's two things. It's whoever scores first. I think if France score first,
it's over.
3-1.
I think it's done. I think it's done.
3-1,
But if Argentina score first, I don't think
it's a game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Then
I can see
they can
Argentina winning. I'm not gonna lie. I can see Argentina. If they score first, I can see Argentina winning. But I think it'll be like a scruffy 2-1, where refs are basically saying, you know what, let's give Messi that fair.
But you still think it's gonna be a domination by France, though?
Oh
regardless?
yeah.
So you go for 2-1. You're going for
No,
2-0.
I'm going. If France win, like if France score first,
Oh,
France
you're saying okay.
it's a 4-1.
Oh, okay. So you're going to have scenarios. Okay, France score, then they'll go 4-1.
4-1.
But I was going to say, go on. Do you say
4-1 is
4-1.
Did you have your prediction ready?
Messi tears. I'm going to be there smiling.
That's great. Professional hate, you know.
I've got a high scoring game. I would say it's 3-2 France. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of goals.
That's the only thing that scared me about France. Like, they give half chances.
They give hard chances.
They give a lot of
Offensively, they've been thinking. They didn't let England back in the game.
Do you start Konate or do you start Upamecano?
I sound Konate.
Yeah. If he's been like figured throughout the tournament.
But today the news came out.
Apparently he's ill. Yeah.
Both Varane.
There's been a flu in the. There's been a virus.
Both Varane and Konate.
I think they'll be fine for the
I think it's a pump fake. I genuinely think it's I know they're ill. We're not gonna say it. Like we're gonna let them know so they can work on potentially playing against Saliba, like you said, the Upamecano's.
Yeah. Oh, really? The originals will
I
start.
think Argentina not stupid. I think Argentina not
I don't
stupid.
know.
They're gonna still prepare as if they're playing the strongest 11. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then whatever happens on the day happens.
It's
But
always-
if
it's
Messi
always
wins it though,
France,
if Messi wins it, is he the GOAT?
Huh?
Is he that goal conversation over? Because
Yeah.
for me, it's over, man.
Yeah.
Especially
That's fair.
because
That's fair. You went to concede
You
it.
have
Yeah.
to concede it
Is
because
it over now?
No.
No, he's waiting for Messi to win.
he has to win it.
So for you, Ronaldo's still go.
Yeah, Ronaldo's my GOAT. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna put it now. He's my
I like
GOAT.
that. I like that. It's a
Because-
job now. Yeah.
Now it's got to a point where people just, he's my GOAT. You know what I mean? But
Well, if
what it is
Messi
for
wins
me,
it, Messi's
there's
your
no debate.
I
That's
don't
not
get.
big
You know
debate.
the one thing I don't get about
Because
Messi fans, yeah.
The reason why I say that as well is because if he wins the World Cup, it's not just about he's got the trophy. He was one of the most influential players in this.
It could be one of the best World Cup runs. But you know what makes me
Ever.
cry? Should I tell you what makes me cry? Yeah. Obviously, you two are Messi fans. Mercy's a Messi fan behind the Sharks, a Messi fan. Me and you were CR7.
CR7, yeah.
CR7.
Well, why is it? Yeah, why is it that a lot of people are saying Messi doesn't need the World Cup to validate him being a GOAT?
I agree.
So why are they crying for him to win the World Cup?
not-
You tell me why.
we're not crying.
Of course, it don't make
Why?
sense. They're
We're not
contradicting.
crying.
They're contradicting.
You know what?
No, but
You know
they're
what?
contradicting.
Why?
Phase, am I lying?
Because you lot are like, it's already clear that he's the GOAT. But then you're so desperate for him to win
For
the
me,
World
this
Cup.
is not a legacy game. This isn't a legacy game for
Answer
me.
the question.
I think
That's
he's
what I'm
the
saying.
GOAT
That's
regardless.
what-
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
you're saying majority.
Have you not seen the
Yeah, answer the question.
That because it would now stop it with the casuals. Because the
It's not
casuals,
casual. How
it is.
can you say it's a
'cause
casual to
it's a
think Ronaldo's a GOAT?
No,
No,
because
he's saying in terms of Messi being the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's saying it's a
at the
casual
moment,
take.
the debate will always run. As you know, it's an everlasting debate.
Yeah.
Ronaldo Messi.
Yeah, I think even
But
Messi
the
wins
thing
the World Cup, it's still
but the
going to
thing
carry on.
is, the new fans, the casuals, are now chomping on that wave. Oh, Ronaldo Messi, and they just pick whoever side they
Yeah,
are.
but that's how it's always been.
Exactly.
It's not casual.
I don't like. You know the
No,
one
He's
thing.
saying it's a casual take. Is if
It will-
Messi wins
Because
the World Cup,
once he
then he
wins
wins.
it will end it. It will end it for everyone.
He's saying that's the casual take. But
That's the
he's
casual
saying,
take. It will
he's saying
end it
right
from-
now
from
it should be
moving
Messi to go anyway. That's what he's
Yeah,
trying to
but
say.
As a Madrid fan, wallah, as a Madrid
But
fan,
that's not a casual take.
as a Madrid
To
fan,
think Ronaldo is the GOAT, or to think both them, it's not a
You're
casual
not getting
take.
it, you're
When
not getting
they've been going at it with each other for
You're
over
not getting it.
15 years.
No, he's saying.
I know what he's saying. He's
Yeah.
saying that
Thinking Messi needs to win this World Cup,
If
yeah.
there's a clear GOAT, it will stop people from thinking there's even a discussion. That's what you're trying to say, basically.
No. What I'm saying is that at the moment,
This is-
the new fans will always jump on whatever side it is,
Bang, bang, yeah.
and I get it because it's a fan thing.
Yeah.
But once he wins it, the fans are waiting for one thing. Because the same way I asked the question as well, if Ronaldo wins it, who's to go? A lot of people said, the Messi fans even said it, well, I'm a jump on that side. But that's a casual thing to say, in my opinion. Because at the moment, if
you're contradicting yourself, bro.
how
Yeah,
am I
but then
contradicting
there's a
contradicting
validation,
yourself.
right?
Because what you're saying right now is basically, you know what you're essentially saying? You're essentially saying, I need Messi to win this trophy so that it's undisputed, so that nobody can basically deny Messi's the GOAT. So to stop people from saying there's even like any new fans from saying Ronaldo. That's what you're basically saying.
No, because I can't stop him moving forward. I can't stop him moving. For me,
Yeah. So, but so for yourself then,
huh?
Is that for yourself then?
It's for everyone to know that moving forward,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't mind.
Bro, he's contradicting himself.
I'm baffled.
He's contradicting
What was the
himself.
statement I said, Asif?
I'm
What did you
baffled.
say?
I said it's validation, bro.
You're contradicting yourself.
validation, bro.
Basically, you just want. Basically, bro, you're contradicting yourself.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking original.
You're basically saying you
yeah.
don't want the casuals. So you want, say, let's not say casual. You said new fans. I don't know where you're coming with that one. But new fans, you're saying that when new fans come into sport, you don't want them to even think about Ronaldo. You want them to be undisputed. Messi
never
to
said
go.
that, never said that.
No, but
I'm
that's
thinking.
what he's saying. No, but that's what he's insinuating. That's
okay,
what he's
okay.
saying. I'm not saying that's what he's saying.
I'm thinking his original
That's what
point.
he's insinuating.
His original point right now, he said it's Messi versus Ronaldo right
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah.
It's gonna be Messi Ronaldo.
So he's saying that when new fans will think.
He's saying there's a casual take to think that if Messi wins this World Cup, then he's cleared the GOAT.
yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. He's saying that's a casual take, but he's
That's
saying
what I
the
think.
take should already be Messi's the GOAT in his. As an
Yeah, so
objective
but
way.
that goes back to his point that he needs Messi to win it. He needs Messi to win the World
I don't
Cup.
need
He doesn't
it.
need it.
I don't need
He
that.
doesn't need it.
I know
No,
what
but
it
you
is.
want him, but you still want him to win it because you want that.
It's
I
a
don't want him to
validation,
win.
basically.
Yeah, it's
Validation,
validation.
bro.
Change the whole
It's
thing.
a validation thing.
Let's not get twisted as well. Let's not get twisted one thing. I don't want Messi to win it. For me, I know who the GOAT
That's
is.
fine, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah,
But-
let's not. No.
Yeah, but-
I don't want Messi to win it.
Yeah.
But
Why do you
if
not
he-
want Messi to win it?
I don't want Messi
That's his
to win.
predictions for us 3-2, isn't it?
I want France to win.
Oh, okay.
I want France to win for different reasons. Benzema reasons. Benzema.
Ah,
Benzema.
Benzema.
No, Benzema.
Why?
What's
No, let's leave the Benzema talk.
Basically,
leave that for a while.
Single minute.
Just
It
leave
doesn't
that
matter
for
if
a
he's a World
while.
Cup winner.
Just leave that for a while. I don't want, but going back to the Messi
different
thing,
reasons. You're
I know
capping, man.
Messi's.
You don't see
I know Messi's won, and for me, Messi's to go. So this final doesn't change anything. I don't need validation.
But you're talking about, but you also talk about yourself. When you said that, bro, you said I don't want the new fans to think there's even a debate. You're saying that to think there's a debate.
No, because it goes back. It goes, bro. You're not getting it. It goes back to the casual thing. People think now Messi need to win it for him to become the GOAT. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Everyone loves
But
storylines.
I don't get that the slightest
everyone.
bit.
Whether you're
It's
a
relying
football
on this World
expert,
Cup.
whether you're a football
And that's
pundit,
what it
whether
relies
you're
on the
a
World
casual
Cup.
fan
It
or a
relies on the
hardcore
World
fan.
Cup.
No,
It relies
on the
but
World
this is what I'm
Cup,
saying to you.
which for me
No.
is stupid.
Okay, but I hear where you're coming from. But I did it. That's the reality. That is the reality.
And
the
that's
reality
where
is
it comes from. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
It's a casual
It's
take.
not a casual take.
Because I don't.
It's not a casual take.
It is a casual
It's
take.
not a casual take because the reason why it's not a casual take, bro, is because for 15 years straight, there's always been a debate. Ronaldo, Messi for 15 years, bro. 15 years.
Brother,
And that's
we
between...
can agree to disagree.
No,
I don't mind
but
it.
hear
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
mind
Hear
it.
where I'm
I'm
coming
happy
from.
with
No,
that.
but hear where I'm coming
You
from.
happy with
though. No,
Between us, yeah.
No, but hear where I'm coming from. No, but you're not understanding because I feel like we're
It's the
we're
Levi
not on
Face
the
show
same-
today.
We're not on the same page right now. 'Cause
Okay. You
when
wanna be on the same chapter?
No, because what he's trying to say, he's essentially saying is that he needs Messi to win it so that basically it's like it's almost not like there's no discussion for it basically.
If he wins it, then
Which
it
is
won't make
true.
a decision.
But he's saying to say for anyone to think Messi's the GOAT just because of winning the World Cup, that's a casual take. But it's not a casual take because the difference, right now, the difference between Ronaldo and Messi is very minimal. There's not really much difference between them, especially in their careers.
Yeah.
The way Messi's been so influential in this tournament, he leads this Argentina to a World Cup. It's over.
Yeah.
The discussion is over.
Yeah.
In everybody's eyes, whether you're a football expert, whether you're an
casual.
ex-footballer, whether you're a casual,
Even the
whether you're
Ronaldo fans can't
hardcore,
argue
whether you're hardcore, whatever, or even you're new
you
to
guys
sport,
went to me as well,
It's
yeah.
I don't
undisputed, bro. You
I
can't
think
even
the
argue.
diehard
You
wins
can't.
it.
No, but I'm saying you can't.
Like, you gotta hold your hands
But I
up,
say,
bro.
Faisal, you have to
Right.
accept that if Messi wins his World Cup, doesn't matter who you are. If he wins it, it's undisputed. It's undisputed.
Okay, listen,
And it doesn't
we'll leave
matter
it
whether
there.
you're a new fan or do you know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
We'll leave it.
Go on.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We might revisit this topic later on after the World Cup is finished, maybe because if parts are maybes right now, maybe if Messi wins the World
You
Cup,
should be smiling. Messi losing.
And
Mbappe.
guess who's also a Ronaldo fan and he's gonna go extra hard on Sunday. Mbappe.
Killy.
Mbappe.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like this guy,
He will score.
If you guys agreed with our combined 11, comment down below. Comment down below your combined 11 and also your predictions
Congrats
for the
to
game.
Steve as well.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man.
He
There
will
we go.
score.
And
Killy.
thank you for tuning in.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.